So guys, let's talk through our day 5 of our review. This is going to be on factoring. So for factoring, we need to think about what numbers multiply to give us this last number that will add to give us this middle number. So what numbers multiply to give you positive 16 that add to give you negative 8? And those numbers are negative 4 and negative 4. That would mean that our x's for this is positive 4 and positive 4. For number 2, I noticed that everything in here can get divided by 2, so we can pull a 2 out to the front of these parentheses. That's going to be 18 divided by 2 is 9, 40 divided by 2 is 20. Now we can solve this the same way. What multiplies to give me 20 that adds together to give me negative 9? That's going to be negative 4 and negative 5. So this means that n is equal to 4 and n is equal to 5. For number 3, what will multiply to give me negative 49 that adds to give me a 0x in the middle? So that's going to be a negative 7 and a positive 7. Okay, that will mean that this first x is equal to 7 and our second x is equal to negative 7, because negative 7 plus 7 is equal to 0 and positive 7 minus 7 is equal to 0. Okay, on number 4, we can divide both of these by 3. And so we get x squared minus 25 equals 0. And this will split up and factor into x minus 5 and x plus 5 equals 0. That will mean that our x's are equal to 5 and negative 5. Okay, on number 5, we need this to equal 0 over here. So to do that, to get rid of the 4k squared, we have to subtract 4k squared from both sides. When I subtract 4k from 5k squared, we just get 1k squared minus 9k plus 18. So now we're looking at what multiplies to give me 18 that adds together to give me negative 9. And that is going to be k minus 3 and k minus 6. Those multiply to give you 18, add to be negative 9. So this k is equal to positive 3. This k is equal to positive 6. On number 6, okay, we need to, again, get this equal to 0. So I've got to add 6, and I've got to add 7x. So that's going to give me x squared plus 6x, and then this is actually plus 0 when I add the negative 6 to positive 6. So what multiplies to give me 0 that adds to give me 6? Well, that's going to be 0 and 6. So here, this x plus 0, that's going to give me 1x is equal to 0, and x plus 6, that's going to be x equals negative 6. Okay, on 7, we need to add both of these things over. So this is going to give us 3a squared plus 11a plus 6 equals 0. I cannot divide everything in here by 3. So what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to slide and divide. Okay, so when I slide and divide here, I'm going to get a squared plus 11a plus 18 equals 0. What multiplies to give me 18 that adds to give me 11? Well, that's 9, and that is 2. Okay, now because I multiplied by 3, I've got to divide by 3 here at the end. So this one is a plus 3, and this one is 3a plus 2 equals 0. My factors are a equals negative 3. And from this one, a equals negative 2/3. All right. For number 8, we get 14n squared minus 33n minus 5 equals 0. So again, we're going to have to do this the same exact way, slide and divide. All right, 14 times 5. That's going to give me a negative 70. So I've got to think about what multiplies to give me 70 that adds to give me 33. So this is going to require a little bit of just trial and error to see what we can do. 70 divided by 4 does not work. 70 divided by 5 is 14. 70 divided by 3 doesn't work. 70 divided by 2 is 35. So this is n minus 35 and n plus 2. Okay, that's going to give me the factors that I need here, but we've got to divide both by 14. Okay, since nothing divides evenly, that means I'm going to have to split this up and simplify these fractions. All right, I can divide everything by 7, so this is n minus, that's 5 over 2. And this is going to be n plus 1 over 7. Okay, so those factors are going to end up being 2n minus 5, 7n plus 1. All right, n is going to be a positive 5 over 2 and a negative 1 over 7. So that's how I work through the first